What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at team of the group stage, Kevin De Bruyne. He is coming in at 585 on the Xbox and 570 on the PlayStation. Obviously, he's only gone up by one, so nothing massively impressive from him, but he is about 300k, both consoles, higher than obviously his gold version. That's coming in at 175 on both. Obviously, that price is probably a little bit more expensive. Now he is out of pack, so more than likely that will rise just a little bit whilst he's not being packed. But team of the group stage, obviously he is slow to get out the blocks this season. He's not really had any sort of specials at the moment. I believe he was meant to get a team of the week this week, but I believe he got a team of the group stage instead, so they left him out of the team of the week, unfortunately, which does make sense, I suppose. But again, it is one of them things. He is 92, so it is harder as well for him to get team of the week, because if he consistently gets very, very good performances, or even if he gets a team of the week for scoring, say, a goal or a goal and an assist, he's going to be 99 very quickly. And the 99 De Bruyne last year was absolutely spectacular, so I cannot wait for this card to go. The only thing is, I really like my Bruno. And that is the problem. Kevin De Bruyne will probably be the only cam that would actually replace Bruno in my team, especially if he did get up there to 99. He was absolutely phenomenal last year. So hopefully we do find him going up there and really getting some special cards going in. But let's get into the review and see what he can do. So Kevin De Bruyne has got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He is 5'11" with a right foot and a high work rate. And he has got pretty decent stats. Pace wise, coming in at 78, nothing too spectacular there, but obviously you can whack a hunter, you can whack a shadow, you can get that up by 10, so giving him 88, I think that for me is respectable, especially for kind of like a midfielder. I don't really need him with like 95 on the base. It's always nice to have that little bonus, but I don't think it's that necessary. As long as he can get, I'd say, about 85 plus, I'm absolutely happy with it. 87 shooting, can't grumble with that one bit. 94 passing, absolutely phenomenal. His passing is absolutely sublime. That is most definitely a 10 out of 10, obviously. Dribbling wise, agility balance on the lower side. Every other stat in that dribbling above 90. Can't complain one bit. With 93 composure, that is just perfect. Absolutely perfect in him. Defense, it's average. He's not really that much of a defender. He is an attacking player, very much like Bruno. I like him going forward. He scores goals for absolute fun. In terms of his physicals, it's again average, great stamina, but physical wise, not really there. In terms of chemistry style, we're looking mainly at Shadow, Engine, or Hunter. If you want him as more of a kind of mid, an actual box-to-box mid, you are looking at the Shadow. 88 pace, 73 defending. Turns him into a 91 DM, 92 cam, an 85 DM, 91 CM, and 92 cam. Then if you go with the Engine, obviously you've got pace, dribbling, and passing. 83 pace, 95 dribbling, 98 passing. Turns him into a 94 cam. I think that is pretty spectacular, to be honest. That could be the one that you go for him being a cam and an attacking cam rather than the hunter, because realistically you want your strikers to be the ones to score goals. De Bruyne is there to support and occasionally get the long shot off, get the kind of outside of the box, get that drilling, and he'll absolutely smash it. He's already got 92 long shots, so that shouldn't be a problem for him. So let's have a look at in-game and see how many goals he scores in FUT Champs for me. So with De Bruyne, we used him obviously in FUT Champs again, and back-to-back wins. He was incredible. I think he scored 3 or 4 goals in 2 matches, managed to get 2 or 3 assists. Can't grumble at that. Literally 2 minutes into his first game, he absolutely rockets one with the weak foot, top bins. Literally perfect start to any sort of team for me, and I was really happy with him, because I thought when I looked at the card, I expected his price to be a hell of a lot more. I think 500 to 600k for a Kevin De Bruyne 92. Yes, not a huge increase in comparison to his gold. I expected it to be a little bit more expensive because of his name. Realistically, it's not a bad price, and obviously he's only going to go down more and more with all of the lightning rounds, with obviously the rivals. You've got squad battle rewards, so many packs still to come for him to drop down, and more than likely, he's seen as though he is 500k. I can imagine in the higher bracket he's one of the easier ones to pack, and that is normally the case. The ones that are necessarily the higher rated 8 are always better, or most of the time better, and then are harder to pack because of that reason. EA know what they're doing with the pack weight, and if it's between Messi and Kevin De Bruyne, or Messi and Rashford and Kevin De Bruyne, you know Kevin De Bruyne's going to be the easier one to pack to an extent. Like, obviously he's still not easy to pack, but if you get my drift, you're going to find more De Bruynes than you are Rashfords, because EA know who is meta and who is not. But in terms of FUT champs, I really had no grumbles with him whatsoever. Greater passing, through balls, all of that good stuff, taking all my penalties, and honestly, just being an absolute dream to play with. It's very nice to see the real comparison between Bruno and Kevin De Bruyne in such a short space. You kind of already know what Bruno's all about, and Kevin De Bruyne was definitely up there with him. I think I really couldn't be more happier with him. So going into the overall, 579, 589, Xbox, PlayStation. Trait-wise, we're looking at, oh god, we've got quite a few. Outside of the FUT shop, we've got leadership, injury prone, and early crosser. The rest obviously are more for computer AI for the team when they're playing against you or something like that. In terms of stats, as you see, 2,378 in-game. Absolutely fine with that. We look at engine, which I think is the one that I personally would go for out of the two. Shadow's nice. I just don't need... the pace is nice, but I just don't think you need that much if you are only getting defended up. I think getting the kind of cam roll sorted at 94 is absolutely vital for this card, because he turns into such an animal going forward. And in terms of the Man City players then, obviously we got an Aguero flashback. That's 87, a lot better. That SBC, I believe, has now run out. We've obviously got rule breaker Laporte. We've got Edison in form, Sterling team at a group stage, Jesus road to the final, Mendy left back, plenty, and Mahrez, Walker. There's already so many special cards you can link him to in terms of his own team, which is absolutely incredible. Belgium-wise, we've got Courtois in net, we've got Hazard, Mertens, Lukaku, Witsel. Again, Belgium is slowly coming on the rise in terms of their nation cards, so obviously you can fit a team around him. To be honest, you go with Kevin De Bruyne at cam, you could go Lukaku, Mertens up front, Hazard left wing, Witsel, 9 goal as kind of CMs, DMs, Denea, Carrasco maybe on the right. I don't feel like they have a right wing that really kind of pops at the minute. I think, yeah, it would have to be a left mid on the right instead, but again, there's so many players that are starting to come through, and we are so early on in the game, it is absolutely unreal. In terms of generations, as obviously Kevin De Bruyne has been in the game quite a bit. He's 29 years old, started as a bronze, managing to get his way all the way up from Wolfsburg into the Man City squad in FIFA 16, and literally it just took off from there. Every year, managing to get multiple special cards. Obviously, team of the years, team of the years, team of the years. Can we see that again this year? I think he's got a good shout. I don't know who's going to really be his competition this year, but it's going to be an interesting one. But hopefully you did enjoy the video. I've personally given him a 9.5. I feel like if he drops below 480, I'd probably give him a 10. I feel like that's a very good price for such a good card. But let me know down below what you think. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.